arguably one of the toughest conferences in the country. You know, we have the number 2 and 3 seeds, Florida State and Virginia Tech, and obviously us and Duke are top 16 seeds. We have Notre Dame and Georgia Tech, who are, you know, outstanding teams this year, and we're well represented. And you know, we've kind of ran the gauntlet of the ACC regular season. We ran the gauntlet of the ACC tournament last year, and that's going to prepare us for the rigors of a tough postseason.
As batters or as pitchers? Or
both. I mean, you can, you know, when you look at the pitchers that we faced this year and the offenses that we faced, you know, any time that, you know, we've played 4 games against Virginia Tech, 4 games against Florida State. They're the, you know, the 2 and 3 seeds. We played 3 games against Duke, 3 games against Georgia Tech, 4 against Notre Dame. You know, I think it's prepared us to face good pitching. It's prepared our pitchers. You know, they've obviously faced really good pitching, and you know, our defense. You know, I think when you look at the speed that all of those rosters have and the power, it's put some pressure on us defensively, and I think we're ready for it.
Send Valerie out to the circle first?
Haven't made that decision quite yet, David, so we're still working on it. You know, softball's a little different than baseball.
Yep.
We don't have that true set rotation, but we're going to meet as a staff this afternoon and talk about it, but both are anxious. They're ready to go.
Coach, can you speak about the importance, whether she starts the first game or whenever, the importance of Millie?
Millie's, I mean, she has been such a valuable asset to our program this year. She is, you know, we feel like we have 2 number 1s in Valerie and Millie, both 2 different types of pitchers, complement each other very well. And, you know, so it's a nice luxury to have. And we got to look at the matchups a little bit more. And you know, that first game, like I said earlier, against UNC Wilmington is the most important game. And then we'll make decisions from there.
What have you seen from Wilmington in your scouting report of them?
You know, they have 2 pitchers that keep them in every game. You know, we look at common opponents, and obviously they played North Carolina this year, and they lost 2-0, but their pitchers kept them in the game. NC State, they lost, I believe, 2-1, and so, you know, to hold NC State's offense to 2 runs, their pitching's got to be pretty darn good, and so we're going to be prepared for that, and obviously it's their first time in the tournament, so it's going to be a good challenge for both teams.
What's the biggest advantage for you guys? Is it the fact that you got that experience last year in Tuscaloosa, or is it the fact you're at home?
I think there's advantages all around. You know, first of all, you're at home. You know, and we you know, have played on this field obviously, and know the dimensions, and know, you know, just feel comfortable here. But I think, you know, being on the road sometimes is an advantage. There's less distractions, and of course here we've got the ticket distraction, you know, where everybody needs a ticket and they're hard to come by, you know. So, but I obviously like playing at home. I know our team likes playing at home. You're sleeping in your own bed. The travel, you know, obviously takes its toll during the season. So to be able to host a home regional is special.
I wanted to ask you about Sam Russ. What do you remember about her recruitment? Why was she someone that you were immediately interested in? Did you know about her dad?
I did not. I did not know about her dad. You know, it's a situation with the transfer portal. Names get on the portal, and you start doing research. And obviously, you know, one of our IPTE members, Bob Mahoney, had talked about, you know, Sam was going to be on the transfer portal, and you know, so we obviously there was a connection there. And you know, we have an MBA program, and that's what Sam wanted to study in her master's degree. And a terrific player, because we played against her, you know, here last year, and we knew, you know, what she was capable of. She's fast, you know, she can steal bases, she can hit for power, hit for average, and cover a lot of ground in the outfield. So it's a great fit for our program, and luckily she chose to come to Clemson to work on her master's and play that extra year.
Do you expect? Sorry.
Yeah, I think her dad was the first baseball team to host a regional here at Clemson in '80, and she's the first in softball. I mean, how cool is it to see one of those legacies?
That's pretty cool. I was actually didn't know that until I was reading Tim Britt's tweet, and he mentioned that. So that's an interesting little nugget, and something that family can be proud of as a part of Clemson history. But anytime you have, you know, your dad played a school, and then, you know, his daughter gets to play there, there's going to be a lot of special memories for that family for a long time.
Do you expect that the portal to continue to be a valuable resource for you going forward in recruiting? And have you had players reach out to you both from the portal and from recruits reaching out just from the success and excitement that you've generated from this program?
Definitely the success that we have had here has helped in recruiting. Obviously, when you have a first-class facility, you have success, you have a great university to recruit to like Clemson. There's a lot of things that a recruit could look at us for, and certainly, in this day and age, you have to use the transfer portal. It's just a sign of the times, and certainly we look at it, and we're right now focused on finishing the season, but recruiting starts here really quick.
Going back to Millie for a second, everything that she's gone through, was there ever a point where you wondered if she would pitch again? And then how special will it be to see her out here in the circle, knowing what she's been through?
Yeah, Millie's, obviously she had surgery in November, and there's always uncertainty when you get surgery on your arm, but Millie's just that type of competitor, and we have such wonderful doctors here that did a terrific job, and it was a slow process to start, and January was a kind of an iffy month for her, getting her mentally, emotionally ready to get back in the groove of pitching, and she did a terrific job. Like I said, Katie Rovetar, our athletic trainer, Dr. Murphy, Dr. McCallum, all of our medical staff have done a great job with Millie, but it says a lot about her competitiveness and her desire to win and compete, and she came back, and February, it took her a couple games, but she's just taken off from there, and we know she has the ability, she has the confidence, and it was that just getting out there and proving to herself that the arm is going to be okay.
Coach, I know y'all have played both international rules and as far as extra innings go and placing the runner on second, but you've also played without that. I'm assuming in the NCAA tournament they're using the international rules as far as that goes?
No, sir. They are
Okay.
not using international tiebreaker. That's a rule that we use in preseason play to help with travel, to get games in, and I know Major League Baseball has utilized it, and it's a great rule, but not when everything's on the line.
I was curious, do you have a preference as far as that goes, and is there a particular advantage if you have pitchers that are good in high leverage situations, getting strikeouts with runners on, that sort of thing?
Well, I think it's a catch-22. I mean, the international tiebreaker stuff. I mean, they say the advantage is to the visitor because you have the opportunity to score that run first, and you're in that situation because you're tied after regulation. So, but I'm glad we don't have it in NCAA postseason. All
Thank you,
right,
Coach.
thank you all.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.